It's crazy to think now that it's really not that long until the release of the iPhone 16 all the way up to the iPhone 16 Pro Max as it's coming out this September time. And I, for one, am really excited for it to be coming. And we've been told that we're going to be getting some big upgrades, including some big battery life and design changes. Let me tell you about these big wow features today. So like I said, guys, it's crazy to think that the iPhone 16 models are just around the corner now. And today I want to go over the main design changes and also the big battery changes that we're going to see in the iPhone 16 models. Some of these leaks you might have seen before, but we're just going to recap on all of them today. So first of all, let's talk about the iPhone 16 and the iPhone 16 Plus, because it looks like there's going to be a design change, and the first thing you're probably going to notice right here is the camera on the back. The camera is going to be changed from diagonal to vertical again. Very similar to like what we had on the iPhone 11 and the iPhone 12. But one of the big differences is that it won't be in like a big sort of square tile like before. It'll be like in a pill, very similar to what the iPhone 10 and the iPhone 10s had like here. But obviously it'll be a bit bigger because obviously the lenses have also got larger during that time. But it will be something very similar to what we have here. And the main reason, what I have mentioned before, is that this is to do with spatial vision. This is the main reason why this is going to be happening, and I'll talk a little bit more about that later on in the video. But for the likes of the iPhone 16 Pro and the iPhone 16 Pro Max, really the actual look of the design isn't going to be changing that much at all. The only thing that is definitely changing is the screen sizes on the iPhone 16 Pro and the iPhone 16 Pro Max. That's because, as you can see right here, the bezels are going to be even thinner around the iPhone. And also what this means is that the actual iPhone screens are actually going to be larger. So at a diagonal kind of amount here, the iPhone 16 Pro is now going to be a 6.3 inch up from the 6.1 inch, and then also the iPhone 16 Pro Max will be 6.9 inches up from the 6.78 inch that we have right now. So we're talking about 0.1 of an inch larger on the iPhone 16 Pro Max and about sort of 0.2 of an inch larger than what we have on the iPhone 16 Pro. And as you can imagine, it does mean the actual dimensions on the iPhones are going to change a little bit too because of this. Let's have a quick look at them right now. So you can see first of all here the iPhone 16 Pro to the iPhone 15 Pro that the thickness is going to be about the same, but you can see here that the height is going to be about 3 millimeters bigger and then just under 1 millimeter sort of wider too. And like I said, it will have that 6.3 inch display, and because it's slightly bigger, it's going to weigh slightly heavier too, at 194 grams instead of 187. But then let's have a look at the iPhone 16 Pro Max to the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Let's see what changes we've got here. So again, the thickness is probably going to stay exactly the same, but this time the height will be 163 millimeters. So we're talking around about 3 millimeters, slightly larger than the iPhone 15 Pro Max we have now at 159.9, essentially 160 millimeters. And then obviously the width is going to be slightly bigger too. It's going to be around just under 1 millimeter wider, 77.58 millimeters compared to 76.7 millimeters. Obviously we talked about that larger display, and of course with this larger display it does mean it's going to be slightly heavier too. So it's going to be 225 grams over 221 grams. Now, just in case people are getting worried here that this is going to be really big here, that, you know, the iPhone 16 Pro Max and the iPhone 16 Pro is going to be much larger, this is not going to be the case at all. If you go and get a ruler right now, check out what like 2 or 3 millimeters is. It's absolutely nothing, to be honest. You know, it's far smaller than just say the edge of my fingernail, which is kind of growing over the top here, what I've got right here. It's really going to be nothing what you're going to see here in the difference in kind of sizes. So I wouldn't get too worried that you're thinking that the iPhone 16 Pro models are going to get much larger and obviously, oh, that's not going to fit in my pocket. We're talking tiny millimeter amounts here. So like I said, get a ruler, do check it out, and you'll see what I mean. But like I said before, the design is really staying the same for the iPhone 16 Pro models, but there is one extra new button that's going to be added to the iPhone 16s and the iPhone 16 Pros too. And this is the brand new capture button that we've heard so much about. And what we've been told is that most likely this new capture button is going to be dedicated for spatial vision. This is what I was talking about earlier with the iPhone 16 and the iPhone 16 Plus, and why it's been made vertical is because right now with the iPhone 15 Pro models, we actually use the two sort of vertical cameras right now for spatial vision, and this is going to be needed obviously on the iPhone 16 and the iPhone 16 Plus too. So this dedicated button is mainly going to be for this. I'm hoping that this button can be changed a bit like the action button, that you can maybe change it to special camera features. This would be really cool to see, but we'll have to just wait and see there. But the next thing to talk about is battery sizes, and battery sizes are looking to change, but they aren't changing that much, but there is more to the story here. So stick around for this whole part here about battery life, because there's more than just what I'm going to show you right now. So starting out then with the standard iPhone 16. So compared to the iPhone 15, it's going to get around about a 6% change in increase here. Like I said, stick around for all of this, because like I said, there's more to the story here than just general sort of battery sizing. The iPhone 16 Plus is actually going down by 9% in its battery size this time round. Well, it's a bit of a shocker there, I will give you that. The iPhone 16 Pro is going up by 2.5%, and then the iPhone 16 Pro Max is going up over by 5% compared to the iPhone 15 Pro Max from last year. But like I said, there is a big but here. There's some other changes to the batteries that are happening. And first of all, it's the new A18 and the A18 Pro. We've been told we're going to be getting an A18 and an A18 Pro this time round inside the iPhone 16s and the iPhone 16 Pro models. We're not going to be getting the A17 Pro inside the likes of the iPhone 16 and the iPhone 16 Plus, because technically it's not a Pro phone, so it's not going to get this. But obviously with Apple Intelligence and all of this, it's got to fulfill those kind of needs there. So this is what's going to be happening. We're going to get those changes here. So with this, what this basically means is that these new these new chips here, they're probably going to be even more efficient than they were before, especially that they're going to be made on the brand new 3nm process. As you can see, right, what is even more efficient than the 3nm process we had last year for the A17 Pro. So with this, you could expect even greater gains of battery life. So what I'm talking about here, probably around about, say, anywhere between, say, 5 to 8% better battery life. Now, if you added that up to the likes of, say, you know, the extra sort of 2% on the iPhone 16 Pro Max that we're going to get and things like this, if you add that up, that's 10% more battery. That may not feel a lot, but what you got to remember is that, say for example, your battery lasted you 10 hours in a day, this would now mean it would last actually 11 hours in a day. So you'd actually get a little bit more there. Something else what's also going to be changing with the iPhone 16 batteries is the brand new stacked battery design. Something, again, this is what I've mentioned on my channel, and we've had this stacked battery design before in the likes of the MacBook, what we got back in 2015. This was to utilize more space, and also stacked batteries are also far quicker to charge up to, and also it makes the batteries last longer. So what this means is that when you go onto your battery health, and then after a year or so, it might say you've got like 95 to 90% battery life, this would probably last even longer now with the stacked battery design, what's really, really good. So this means if you keep your iPhone for a long period of time, that sort of overall life of the battery of when you're keeping it will actually slow down. So that is really, really good to see. Something else that is really good to see is the giveaway that we are doing on this channel for the end of June time. So if you get that right, guys, at the time making this video, it's going to be some point this week. So the details are coming out very, very soon. So do keep an eye. And there's still a chance to enter into this international giveaway that I'm doing on this channel for this MacBook Pro M3 that I have right here. Just a few details about this MacBook Pro. It is an M3 model, and what it actually has, it has upgraded to 16 gigabytes of RAM inside of it, and also it has 512 gigabytes of storage too. And like I've said before, guys, I'm going to be giving it away to one lucky subscriber on this channel. So if you're not a subscriber yet, make sure you subscribe to this channel and also hit that notification bell. And the other thing I want you to do is just put down in the comments below of what Apple gear, what technology gear you're planning to get in 2024 to enter into this giveaway. The other thing I'm just going to say, guys, like I said, very soon there is going to be an announcement on this channel. There will be a little form to fill in too as well. So yeah, keep out your eyes for that information because that's coming up very, very soon on this channel. And like I said, we're going to be doing a live stream giveaway very soon on this channel to announce who the winner is of this MacBook Pro M3. The other thing I just want to quickly say, guys, sadly there are still lots of scammers and spammers on this channel too. Lots of people still impersonating me as well, sending you to Telegram or to WhatsApp and things like this, part with money for postage. This is not me at all. I'll be paying for postage and taxes and things like that. So please do ignore them, or better still, as you can see right here, please do report them. So next of all, something else that is changing with that battery life for the iPhone 15 Pro models at the very least, it looks like we're going to be getting faster charging capabilities. It looks like finally with USB-C we could get up to 40 watts per hour charging at last now. And this is up from around about the 27, 28 sort of wattage. Correct me if I'm wrong here, but I know it's near that amount of charging wattage that we have right now. Obviously, Apple says that you can use an 18-watt charger and things like this, but obviously you can go far higher if you actually got a charger that can actually facilitate that. So it's really, really good that we're going to get sort of faster charging capabilities in the iPhone 16 Pro models at the very least. We may also get this in the iPhone 16, the iPhone 16 Plus, but it's just not been confirmed just of yet in a leak. The other thing too is MagSafe charging. This is going up a little bit too. At the moment, it charges at 15 watts in the iPhone 15 models, and this is now going to be increased up to 20 watts this time round. So we're going to get a bit more faster charging there. Probably a new MagSafe sort of charger is going to come out here, unless Apple can do some jiggery pokery and firmware updates with the current MagSafe, but I think they'll just bring out a new one personally, but we'll just have to wait and see on that. So charging up your phone, longer battery life too, even though it's not the biggest amount, it does all help, and there's incremental steps along the way. So this is really, really good news to hear there. But with that go, guys, that is all the news that we have at the moment for the design changes and the battery life changes too, and also a little bit on the charging as well. But what are you most excited to see in the iPhone 16 models? Let me know in the comments below. And also, guys, it's time to wrap up the video, so if you have enjoyed watching it, please do press the like button. Also, if you want to hear the latest Apple news, reviews and comparisons, please also make sure you subscribe to this channel and also hit that notification bell too. Until next time, guys, I'll see you really soon. Take care. Bye bye.